Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is yet another series. This is yet another Excel series on introduction to pivot tables and some dashboards. So in this tutorial, we're going to look at how we can create some pivot tables uh, and also come up with some charts and a simple dashboard. Okay. So before we dive in, remember to subscribe so that you can continue seeing content like this. Here I'm working with the 2019 Kenya census data, whereby I have four columns. The first is the county code, then the county itself, and then form of province. You see, if we have cost here and the population per county. So if I can segregate these provinces, uh, you see them in different, giving them different color perspective, so that you see how they are. Can someone remember all the provinces that we had? This is also part of history, and do we really want to forget this important history? Okay, so what I've done here, I'm just trying to segregate or divide by color these divide by color these provinces so that they can be visible enough to you. Yeah, let me say do that, and then Nairobi, I'm gonna give Nairobi uh let's say something like that. Okay, so yeah, now before we begin, this is our data. This is how our data looks like. You can call it the raw data, whereby I have just a sample population per county, and then grouped into provinces. Okay. All right. Now let me quickly jump into the pivot tables. So to create a pivot table here, you can just place your cursor anywhere. Let's say I can select any cell there, and then I can go to insert. See, under your ribbon, just go to the insert tab, and then we have recommended pivot tables and the pivot table. So in this case, you can choose to do a recommended pivot tables. To just, it will give you a recommended version of what is there. Okay, but I don't want to do that because I want us to just build it ourselves and see how it works. Okay, so you just place your cursor anywhere in your data set and then select the pivot table. What you realize here, uh, automatically it selects your range, your table, right? And by table I mean that whereby we have a column explaining what we have on those rows, column explanation. So like here we have the code, meaning on these rows we have codes, and then county, we have county names here. So the range of your table is the entire data set. So here automatically it has selected, but if for some reasons it doesn't do that, you can just click here and then select the data set yourself. So you want to choose where to place the pivot table, you can say you want to do it on a new worksheet. Okay, good. Let's press OK, and then here we are. You see it has opened a new worksheet, and I want to take a moment to talk about what we have here. You see on my right hand side here, we have the pivot fields, whereby we have the filters, we have the columns, we have the rows, and the values. So I'm going to explain each one uh, by way of illustration here. So my rows, I want to say my rows to be county. Just drag and drop, and then you can see here. Okay, these are the row labels I have here, and then what do I want to have as my values? Okay, my values are going to be the population. I'll drag here. You see, now we have the population here, But there's also one thing I want you to look at here. For instance, if maybe I remove these ones first and had said my rows to be province names here, okay, and then my values to be population, you realize that Excel automatically sums up the population in each province. For example, if it is central, this is the total number of the population total in that specific province. Like here in instant, you see it being let me convert it like this. This is 5 million. Let me say 5.4 million in central. So if you quickly go back to our data here, and then uh, try to look at central. We go to central. Here is central. We try to sum up this one, and then when you see here, it is 5.4 million. Okay, so yeah, that's what Excel does for us, which is pretty cool. But let's not work with let's not work with that. uh, I wanna work with the county here as my rows, okay, and then I wanna use the filter as my province here. I'll talk about in a minute what the filter stands for. In a minute, I'm going to explain what the filter stands for. And then in columns, this is what you might want as column heads. An example, if I say, let me just put code here, you'll see it turns these into county codes, column heads. But let's not do that for now. I wanna work with the way it is, like this, okay? So here, I have row labels here and the population, okay? I can decide to say county names. May not have it shouting. I'll even county. You can even call it county, okay? And then some population. I can try to say, let's say total population in that county, or even population is now, okay, or population is still good. Oh, that one exists, so we can say total population, okay, total population. Nice. So here in the filter, let me say I wanna, remember I did choose under my filters as the former province column. So if I wanna say in central, what happens, you see when I do that, it only gives me a list of counties from central, which is being the former province. Here we have Kiambu County, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, Nyandarua, and Nyeri, and their total and their respective population, and then here I have the grand total on these particular counties. This is pretty cool, right? I can also, let's say, combine two, maybe I want for two former provinces. Here I have counties which belong to two former provinces, which is what counties are coast and central, okay? And I can also select all, and that's what we have. All right. So I'm gonna work with I'm gonna introduce something here known as charts and dashboard. Maybe you can have here maybe something, because it is important to have visual data. Visual data speaks. Let me just put this on like this. Okay, so I can say this is my dashboard, right? So I'm gonna just put my cursor anywhere here, and then you see what has happened. When I put it there, we have these two. We have these two menu items popping up. So I'm gonna go to pivot table analyze and then select the pivot chart, right? Under the pivot chart, it gives me automatically it plots for me a chart here. But if we want to change maybe I want to change it to a particular chart that I want, I'll just right click and then change the chart type, which I think I'm gonna work with column, but this specific type column. Then I'm gonna get rid of these ones, and then I'm also gonna get rid of this because I have the data there, but I wanna have a smooth visual representation of what we have here. And then I also want to get rid of these lines. Just select them and delete. And then the chart title, I can say my chart title, maybe I can create my chart title to be something of like population accounting. Yeah, my title. All right. So then, if I wanted to realize what happens here, I want to make it a bit smaller. I'm going to explain why. My dashboard, I can say like this. I want to come here on the center, right? If I select, let me select just one, let's say like cost, like that. You have seen what has happened. But now I want to reduce this series distance. Okay, I can come here and reduce under my format data series. I want to reduce the gap so that I can see, I can make them a bit bigger so that it can be visible. Something like that is quite enough, right? Yep. And then I can also rearrange. I can rearrange from the smallest to largest, like that. So hereby you can see under coast province, Kilifi has got a higher number of people as compared to Lamu. Lamu is less populated and Kilifi is highly populated. I can also combine two provinces, or I can even select another one. Let's say like Rift Valley. In Rift Valley, we have Nakuru being the leading, followed by Elgeyo Marakwet. Yeah. So you can make it bigger. You can make it bigger. Let's say up to there. And then let me just move this a bit here. I can also come here and add. Can also come and add another one, but in this case I can put a pi. I delete that. I just put pi. Put it here. Now I have to select the entire thing and move it. Move it here. Okay. Yeah. So I can put this my dashboard. Remember, this is also a design principle you can always use to work around. I can try to maybe put something like that. Then just some, you know, some form of design principle you can adapt. So whenever I change I change here, let me say Ana Nyanza, you see everything else changes here, and you can be able to see even the behavior of the charts and your data here. Okay, so if I go to cost, if I go to Northeastern, even if I select all of them, you see it is, you can actually see from a glance that the largest little county is Nairobi, and then the least is Isiolo. Okay, yeah. So this is the beauty of pivot, because it gives you more power over your data, and then you can be able to do a quick analysis on a huge chunk of data depending on what you have and what your expectation. So you can go ahead and work around this. Try to you know try to uh, joke around multiple charts here. Try to view what a different uh, type of chart can do, and also try to format your pivot table, different column heads and different rows. When you practice, when you practice with this, it makes more sense. Whenever you have, maybe let's say, a big chunk of data, you can be able to check out and do some useful summaries on that. So guys, this is it. This is just an introduction. Stay tuned for more content. So just click on the video that is popping up on the screen, and you are on the link up, and you can also watch another tutorial. I'll find you there. See ya.